Okay. Hello, welcome to our final support group. My name is Anne. I'm counselor at Tokyo Mental Health, and today we're going to talk about finding balance. So this is the last week for the COVID-19 support group. Um, this past 3 weeks, we included different topics. So Mike talks about mindfulness, and Brownwen talks about boundary setting, and Lyota talked about communication tools last week. So balance is kind of like using those tools, working towards the goal. So we're going to figure out your goal and how to work towards that. What is balance? It really depends. Balance means different to different people, and even with like the same person, it can look different at different points in life. What does that mean? It means your work-life balance should probably look different before, during, or even after the pandemic. Take a few deep breaths and ask yourself, is my work-life balance in intentional design now? Is my work-life balance as I wanted? So we're going to do a activity to take a deep look at where are you in and out of balance. So take a paper and pen with you. It's called Wheel of Balance. Okay, so draw a circle on the paper, and so it will look like this. And divide the circle into 8 parts, and filling each area with the areas that's on here. So the first one is business, career. Second one is finances and health. Fourth one, family and friends. Then romance. Sixth one, personal growth. Seventh, fun and recreation. Eighth, physical environment. So after you fill in each areas, rate your satisfaction for each area from 1 to 10, and do it like this. If it's like 10, it will be right here. If it's like lower, it will closer to the central spot. So when you finish, it probably will look something like this. So it can help you understand better how it looks, how the wheel of balance look like. Okay. You can, if you need to pause, you can pause a bit and take your time to finish this. Okay. When you finish this, look at the wheel of balance. And what do you notice? What areas are you in balance, and what areas are you out of balance? How do you feel about your scores for this, for different areas? And is there any surprises? Is it like, oh yeah, this is how I feel and exact the same? Or is it like you didn't notice this area is particularly high score, or this area is particularly low score? Okay, so now we're going to intentionally design the wheel to work towards the work-life balance. Write down, before you draw another circle, write down what are your top priorities. It can be the same thing as we mentioned earlier, like this 8 areas. And you can also write down something that was not on the areas we touch on. What are your top priorities? Write down some of them. And if you're not sure, ask yourself, what are the key characteristics of your routine? What's the most exciting thing you'll start doing with your extra time? How will it feel to have balance exactly according to your design? And when you're finished, write down the same circle. Use that same, not the same circle, but write down the intentionally designed circle with the score you want, and look at that and compare the differences between the old circle and the new circle. You can also pause for the time you need, and then when you finish, we can move on. Okay, so to work towards the goal, let's investigate. What's holding you back? So think of this. What is contributing to your current imbalance? Is it excessive work hours? Is it prioritizing work over non-work? Or maybe it's like turning non-work projects into work projects. And maybe you're avoiding something to maintain control on your work. And this imbalance still works. It's just not balanced, but it still works. So maybe there are some positives you're getting from. So what are some positives you're experiencing? Is it recognition? Is it reputation? Is it reward? Is it progress? Is it safety? And maybe it's just security and you feel the power of control. So challenge yourself. What challenges could make of your positive? Ask yourself, are positives actually positive? Are you getting those positives from overwork? Can you get those without overwork? How else and where else could you get all those positives? Is the overwork worth the sacrifice for these positives? And if you remove the positives, what's worse that might happen? And what's the best that might happen? So how do we working toward the goal? Which positives are non-negotiable? I mean, life is life. There's definitely something that's non-negotiable and it needs to be solid right there. But you can target those positives as the thing you don't want to change, and that's okay. But which positives can you drop? Those questions we just mentioned about challenging the positives, maybe those positives that's on your mind that's being challenged earlier, that maybe you can target those to drop. And I want you to describe your balance goal in one sentence. What will that look like? What's the biggest thing you can measure in one sentence? And remember, you are not just your work. We all have different roles in different relationships. Who are you? For example, I'm a counselor here at Tokyo Mental Health, but I was also a student. I'm daughter to my parents. I'm sister to my siblings. I'm aunt to my nieces and nephews. Am I also a partner, there's so many different roles as ourselves. And so you're not just your work. Who are you? How do you want to describe yourself? So, to intentionally move toward balance is through the choices we make every day. We probably make thousands or more decisions every day, and they all have consequences that impact our mental health. And it probably happens automatically most of the time. We're not even conscious about we made those decisions. So what I want to encourage you to do is making mindful decisions. Make those decisions and choices mindful, meaningful, and intentional. They're probably This probably happens lots of time. There are moments and choices, and we're like, oh, it's okay, I'll do it next time. But do you know those moments and choices actually can't wait? If you postpone them, it accumulated and it impacts and it lead to this imbalance. So, for example, recently I'm also working on making the mindful decisions myself too. For example, when I have late shift, I usually I wake up at 10, but I'm I recently I have been asking myself, um, I have an alarm set at 9:30, but I actually um like some like a lot of time I just like sleep through that and didn't wake up until 10. But then several days I'm getting more and more days. I'm just being like honest here. We're all human. um More and more days I made that mindful decision. I asked myself, do I need this 30 extra minutes of sleep? If I need, then fine, I'll just sleep for another 30 minutes. But a lot of time I just made that decision, and I decide to have a nice brunch, cook a nice brunch, and have a nice brunch instead of just rushing out the house and then just come to work straight. So it's gonna be hard, but you can also go back and check. Mike talks about mindfulness. That can definitely help with this. And it's not a easy work because we're so used to making decisions automatically. But slow down and give yourself some time to make mindful decisions step by step. Make one today, make two tomorrow, or maybe make one extra every week. And that can help you. When you are making those intentional choices, it helps you move towards the balance. Okay, so here are some tips, just like work-life balance tips to regain the balance. So unplug. There are lots of technology like what we're doing right now using your Zoom. That makes it so easy for us to do our jobs flexibly. But also, technology can cause burnout when we are using them all of the time. So unplug and tune in. Listening to music actually like fosters concentration, reduce stress and anxiety, and it also helps us stimulate creativity. And so communicate. Communicate effectively and be honest when you need help or when things are overwhelming. If you want more information about how to communicate effectively or some communicate tools that can help, you can also go check Leota's communication tools support group talk. That can be really helpful. Also, throughout the day, take small breaks for yourself. It can help you clear the mind and reduce stress. And learn to say no. Set the boundaries when you feel stressed or exhausted. If you want to understand more about setting boundaries, you can also go back and check Brownwin's topic about boundary settings. Also, make smart goals every day. So smart goals, I think lots of people heard about smart goals. So it means smart means small, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time bound goals. So set those manageable goals each day. And also you can create a to-do list to help you stay on task. And be flexible in scheduling. Also allows for increased productivity. And remember, during this moment, we all learn that make time to connect with friends and family, create strong support system is really helpful. Also, stay active and treat your body right. Regular exercise, adequate sleep, healthy diet can help you reduce stress and symptoms, and it also reduce some symptoms of depression and anxiety. So ask yourself every day, what can I create that inspires me today? Make sure you make time in your life to do what you love to do. Little things, even just 5 minutes, and practice self-care. Treat yourself better. If you need to take the nap, take the nap. Call a friend, organize a closet. That those little acts helps you works toward the balance goal. Okay, so thank you for your time. And Tokyo Mental Health will always be here. Our mission is to provide high quality mental health care using evidence based services that are customized to fit your needs. No matter who you are and what mental health services you need, we are here for you. You can contact us and make an appointment or even just make a phone appointment to understand better about therapy to answer your questions. Send us an email at inquiries@tokyomentalhealth.com, or you can also visit our website www.tokyomentalhealth.com. We have lots of resources about different therapy models, different mental illness resources, and also we post blogs about how to maintain mental wellness. Okay, I will see you next time then. Bye.